Drive on, mama, buckle up. Drive on, mama, buckle up. Andre TV here from DriveOnMama.com, coming to you on a Monday afternoon. Time is currently 2:19 p.m. We are just getting a quick wash before we start our day. Let's go get this money. Okay, time is now 2:43 p.m. We just arrived down on the avenue and accepted our first order on Uber Eats. $6.21, going 1.4 miles. We are going to Soul Spice. Okay, we are starting off this afternoon with a bang. Doordash sent us a Soul Spice, $11.75, going 3.8 miles. And then, before we could get in the store, they sent an add-on for an additional $8, an additional 1 mile. It looks like we have our first hour cut out for us. Let's go get these orders. And we have arrived. It is now 3:20 p.m. All three orders dropped off. We dropped off the Uber Eats first. It was 1.4 miles. It wasn't at the dorms, but it was at one of the residences close to the dorm, so that was only a 5-minute drive. Then we did the two Doordashes, and now we just left the customers home, and they sent us a batched order, $12.50 for 2 orders and 2 miles in total. I don't like to stay and work in this area, but since I drove the 15 minutes over here, I'm going to get this $12.50, and then we'll be going back to our regular app. And we have arrived at Popeyes, one of my least favorite places to pick up, but for $12.50, we took it. Let's go. It's now 4:19 p.m. We arrived back on the avenue and passed up the first Chick-fil-A we received on Doordash, and I said, oh, I'll get another one within 10 minutes. This was about 3:57. 4:13. My next order is now on Instacart. $17.04. 2 shops and delivers 10 items in total, delivering 2.1 miles for both customers combined. And we were about a mile away when we accepted it, and nothing else from Doordash. So yeah, 3 to 5 are the slowest times in my market, but let's go do this Instacart. It is now 5:29 p.m. I am a very slow shopper, and you always run the risk with Instacart of your final payout being lower if you have to replace things. Now, one customer wanted some nasal spray, and they didn't have it, and they requested a refund as soon as I can't find item. The second customer, they didn't have their peanut butter and jelly Uncrustables. So my $17 went down to $14.28, and now we have accepted our next offer. And I want to say Instacart got me. Not Instacart. Uber Eats, oh my goodness. It's a batched order. They showed me the first stop was Pizza Bowlies, and that was 8.3 miles and 4 stops. 2 pickups, 2 drop-offs. $23.93, 8.3. It is, you can't turn that down. That is like, I should be done in less than an hour. It's now 5:30 on the dot. As soon as I click confirm pickup, the first pickup is Tinley Market Liquor. I don't like doing alcohol deliveries, and if I had known, I wouldn't have accepted it. Now I would have to decline it and affect my cancellation rate, which is already at 5%. And who knows what the new payout would be, because they don't tell you what the new payout would be. I might be going to Kensington for $6, $7, $8, and the liquor one was the more expensive of the two. So I'm going to keep both. Plus, I was interested to find out if this promotion they sent me, to me alone, not alone, but me specifically, is going to be true. Supposedly, if I do 3 alcohol deliveries before July 4th, I will get a $100 bonus. Now, that is how much I don't like doing alcohol deliveries, that I almost never do them. And in this area, especially on the weekends, there is a lot of requests for alcohol. Wingos, I go there for the wings, and even on Doordash, when it shows that it's alcohol, I won't take the order because I don't like checking people's ID. I don't like standing there while I fumble through and ask them for their name and date of birth. I'm visually challenged, but we're at our first pickup. Let's go. We have arrived, and what are we getting, you say? 1.75 liters of Tanqueray gin. Look up. Next stop, Pizza Bowlies. It is super duper slow. Time is currently 6:37 p.m. and we have not gotten any order from Doordash at all, and a few no-tip orders from Uber Eats. So we have taken our next order on Instacart. $13.07. Shopping for 2 items, 6 units, driving it 1.2 miles. Hopefully they have the 2 items, so this $13 does not go down. But we're going back to it is now 6:55 p.m. and we are leaving the giant parking lot. The customer is 1.3 miles away, and we have accepted our next order on Uber Eats at the same time. It is for $10.36.
Turn right under
1.9 miles. We're going to the Tide Pad. And I accepted it even though I have the Instacart order in my car because I do know the building and you have to leave it in the lobby. I am not going up to anyone's apartment. So we're going to drop off and then go get our Tide. And the Tide Pad is actually 2 blocks from Giant. So we're going to pick up the Tide Pad first, then drop off the Instacart, but not hit start delivery until we have the Instacart dropped off. Let's go. That drop off went smoothly and we have our next order on Doordash, $10.75. for 3.5 miles. We're going back to Soul Spice. People love their no MSG ever food. Okay, while we were in Soul Spice, Uber Eats sent us an order, $7.22 for 1.3 miles, picking up at Usaku, and we're going to do both. Multi-outing. Okay, I'm dropping off that Soul Spice, and do you see the deer? This is on a regular, pretty local street. You see the kids playing sign. And yeah, that's why I carry my flashlight at night. Hello, dear.
to Daniel Road, then turn left onto Pinehurst Parkway.
Let's go back to the avenue. Okay, we have taken our next order on Uber Eats, $6.06 for 1.7 miles. We are back at Soul Spice. They're going to get sick of seeing me. But Doordash did not go off, not one time on the way back. It is super slow. Okay, dropping off that last Soul Spice, the 606 for 1.6. And here's another deer. Right on Massachusetts Avenue. Coming for its nightly meals. Don't go in front of me, dear. Let's go. Okay, we were sitting back in front of our favorite spot, Soul Food. Soul Food. Soul Spice. It is now 8:21 p.m. We did not get an Uber Eats or Doordash. Our next order is going to be Instacart. We're going to CVS to shop for 2 items and drive it 0.8 miles for $12. And after we accepted, Doordash did send us an order to Crisp and Juicy, but it was $10.25 for 4 miles going towards downtown DC, and we declined. Let's go do the slight adjustment. It is now 8:22. Doordash sent us a Crisp and Juicy, $9.50 for 2.5 miles, going towards downtown DC, but not all the way to downtown.
In 500 feet, your destination will be on the right.
We have accepted. And Instacart gives you up to half an hour to start the shop. So we're going to go get the Crisp and Juicy. Then I believe I'm going to stop and get the CVS because it's on the same main block, Wisconsin Avenue. Then I'm going to deliver the Doordash, then hit delivery for the Instacart. And we have arrived at the Crisp and Juicy. Let's go get it. Hello. Okay, we dropped off the Doordash first. And I don't know if you've been to the Georgetown, DC area, but they have some very old historical type homes. This customer was in the basement. I've had 2 deliveries like this before since I've been doing this, which is coming up on a year. And those stairs leading to the basement are so steep. The first one is about this tall. Then the second one is about this tall. And they are about 6 inches short. I am a tall, big girl. I have big feet. I will bust my behind going down those stairs. I do not. I did it the first time, and essentially I was touching the side walls because this is literally very narrow to get down, and it's a curve. So you can see the basement door, but you're like, how do they fit stairs in this little short space? By making them 18 inches each. So it said, leave at my door, basement door. I stepped down the first step, and then I left it on the closest step my arm could reach forward. I thought they were going to be upset, But as soon as I clicked confirm, she sent a message. Thank you, Andrea. I was like, oh, you're welcome. I was like, I was not coming to your door. You cannot help me get back up to my car. All right, so now we're going to go through the Instacart.
And now we have arrived at the CVS. Let's go get the skinny pop and the protein crust. We have our popcorn and we're off for delivery. Okay, we are back on the avenue and Doordash is silent and Uber Eats for any orders over $5 is silent. We have taken our next order on Instacart. It is paying $12. We are at the Target. Target is right across from Chick-fil-A and Guapos and Angelicos. We are shopping for 3 items, 4 units, and driving at 2.1 miles. Let's go get it. Okay, change of plans. We received a Doordash 825 for 1.4 miles while we were about to start shopping. We're going to go do that first. We're going back to our favorite Soul Spice, and then we're going to do the Instacart. Okay, while we were in Target, Uber Eats sent us Angelicos across the street, $7.21, going 0.7 miles. We have accepted. It is going in the direction of the Instacart drop-off, and we have that as well. Let's go. It is now 10:23. We have taken our next order on Uber Eats. We're picking up at Silver, $6.21, going a total of 1.6 miles. Let's go get it. At the Cathedral drop-off, and we have our third deer for the night. He's not even afraid. You see him? That didn't help. But he's there eating the grass next to the bus stop.
Okay, just when you think you have a certain building down pat, you don't. I accepted a Doordash for Silver, $9.75, 2.5 miles, as I was pulling off from Silver. But I knew the customer's drop-off was only 4 minutes away, and that building does not allow you to go upstairs. So I'd have to leave it at the lobby with the concierge and then go. I'll be able to drop it and come back. I give him the apartment number. They're like, well, you're on the 4th floor now. You're going to go down to the 1st floor. I was like, when did that change? He said, well, certain people in certain situations, depending on their age. And I was like, oh, okay, I get it. So the people who buck up get what they want. And now we are going to try to book it back before it is too late. Let's go.
Okay, we did good. The pickup time they gave us was 10:35. It is now 10:39, so we are not late. Let's go back. Hey, as we were waiting on our food, we received an Instacart for $15, shopping for 2 items, 3 units, and delivering 0.4 miles. We're gonna hurry up and drop off our Silver and then go back to Giant. Okay, we finished the shop and we are on our way to deliver, and we accepted our last order for the night, $13 for 6 miles on Doordash, picking up at Surfside. As long as we can make it without being late, we'll keep it. If not, we'll have to unassign. Let's see if we can do it. We accepted it while we were in Giant. Let's go.
Okay, you know what's funny? I made it in plenty of time. They gave us to 11:21 to get here, and I actually got here at 11:21, but I stopped at McDonald's to get me a Diet Coke first. Surfside is right across the street from McDonald's, and right before I got here, Instacart sent a $19 and change back to that same Giant. They're open to midnight for 2 items going another 0.4 miles. I said, is that for the, you have to see the address to make sure it's the right one, because there is a Giant that's open 24 hours in Bethesda about 5-6 miles from here, and I don't want to go to that one because that's out of the way, and then the mileage is super high. So even though it's 0.2, that's still, not where I want to go. I went to look closer, to squint a little. It was gone. It didn't even say another shopper took it. It was just totally black, and went to looking for batches. Well, anyway, we're going to keep our Surfside, and let's go get it.
And we have arrived at Surfside Taco Stand. Hopefully it's ready.
It It is now 11:43 p.m. All orders are dropped off for the night, and we are on our way home. Currently, we are 30 minutes from our home, and I don't remember what time we started, but it's about, I'd say, 8 hours maybe. I had scheduled a dash for 2 p.m., and I believe I turned on the apps before I got there and started about 2:30. I don't know. Anyways, it was a day's work, and nobody had a practice, and nobody had a training, so I was able to work it straight through. Now the evergreen content. Is it worth doing Doordash? Is it worth doing Instacart? And or is it worth doing Uber Eats? You know my answer already. The answer is yes. The answer is yes for me because after trial and error and being unprofitable for some time, I figured out what would work for me and my family and situation. It's worth it if you can make it work in your market, and you have to remember your market is where you turn on the app and start working. You are not restricted to work in, why is somebody pulling right behind me? You are not restricted to work where you live. You can go to where the money is, and you can learn where the money is with trial and error, and even better, check the zip codes. Check the median household income in certain zip codes that you're willing to drive to. People with more disposable income use that income more freely. People with less disposable income will still want the creature comforts. They'll still order, but they're not going to be free with the tips. So today, I don't know what the totals are yet. I have to wait for the Uber Eats final tips to come in. But between the 3 apps, I did over $200. That doesn't happen every Monday for many reasons. Sometimes the orders aren't there. Sometimes I don't have 8 hours to devote. Right now, my children and their back and forth and whatever they need comes first. And sometimes the apps may not even work. Doordash was out on last Thursday, crashed, and you could barely get an order in. So that's not a guaranteed everyday situation. That is a this Monday situation. Last Monday was different, and next Monday will be different. So if you can deal with the ups and downs and the fluctuation, then yeah, it's worth it for you. If you're somebody who likes to know steady, I'm going to get this amount, I'll be there this time from this time, and I'm guaranteed, then this is not going to work for you. Doing Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Instacart is a roller coaster. And it is your job and your responsibility to make it work. And it's your job and responsibility to find other avenues so that you don't have to depend on them. I will be starting another channel that I won't even be showing my face. I have come up with an idea, and if I feel comfortable, I'll share it with everyone else. But this type of job will open you up to other things that you may not have even thought about. When you see what people are willing to spend their money on, and in my opinion, sometimes I feel waste their money on, you may come up with an idea, hey, I could do that. I could do something similar to that. If they're willing to pay for this, I know they'll pay for that. Let your wheels get a turning. Let them get a turning. So yes, is Uber Eats worth it? Is it worth doing DoorDash? And is it worth doing Instacart? My answer is yes. And again, like always, not just one. You start with one to learn it, then you add a second and possibly a third, because all 3 of them by themselves would not have made a good day. But all 3 together, I'm okay with it. And I'll come back with the total.
Relax, sit back, the shift is over. 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 Relax.